is.
Oh,
pretty much.
You guys didn't do the roll cage forklift, right? Because that's laughed about for the egg community.
Oh.
They're like, why?
No, it was really boring. I don't think I have the CAD files either. I may be able to find them. Google Drive.
Do you know, like the ratio at which like the torque from like a motor is like how much it's multiplied on like a ball screw? It's just like a function of the how steep the like angle is, right?
Ball screws should just be rated. Like they'll just tell you like it can do this much torque.
No, not how much torque, but like if I apply this much torque, or so my issue is trying to figure out like a stepper motor, if that's the correct thing to use.
I've only looked at ball screws that have all the internal stuff all right, like the motor. I don't remember us choosing a motor for it.
Oh, but you used a ball screw for the forklift?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but like I think we just bought we spec'd out a ball screw assembly.
Okay.
With something to drive it.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out like if I have a stepper motor with like a certain amount of holding torque, how much weight can this table hold? And so I was trying to figure that out. And I think I found a formula somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out if it was correct. There's just a random 2000 in there somewhere, and I was like, where did this number come from? And I don't think they ever explained where it came from.
Yeah.
Can someone check the stream real quick?
Yes.
I'm getting like an insane amount of dropped frames showing up on OBS.
It seems clear, like the voices coming in seem fine.
Yeah, because it's showing up with like 50% dropped frames.
Yeah.
Is it laggy like that?
Yeah, voices seem fine. Movement is a little bit delayed, though.
Okay.
It looks pretty fine here.
Yeah, if you watch Zach like move his finger, you'll see it like kind of skipping.
Sure that's
frames.
not his camera?
That is true.
No.
Let me see. I'm looking.
No, it's not my camera.
Nope.
Yeah, it is his camera.
At least I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Well, but if it's doing it on Discord.
Yeah. Oh, is it on Discord too? I haven't even looked at him on Discord.
On Discord, it looked like his finger was kind of skipping some.
It doesn't look as bad, but
it's pretty
audio?
bad on Discord.
Yeah, audio's coming in though. Fine.
Yeah, the audio
Audio's
seems
clear.
Okay.
I'm like looking at movement. It seems fine. Like not enough where I'm like off put by it, but like someone could probably pick it up. Like, oh, it's not at 120 FPS or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's just like it seems like the data transfer has gone from like good, and then it's like cutting in half, then it's going back up.
Yeah, because when I was streaming, I would notice that, but like no one ever complained. Granted, I didn't have that many viewers, but like I don't ever remember, because I was pretty consistently at like 50% dropped, and I never had someone complain.
Okay, because I'm like normally it's like at like 0.01 for me. But as long as audio's coming in, that's all that really matters. It's like we're not doing any hardcore FPS murdering here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just everyone just like do this the entire time. Really bug them. Get that motion in there.
Can you make
looks like
Google Chrome windowed full screen?
Okay, I do pick up. It is a little bit slower, but that may be my transmission, because like when I look at Discord, my finger looks a little bit cleaner than it does on the stream, but I may be losing packets just sending you to Discord or whatever.
Yeah. Oh well.
Are you allowed to have knives on stream?
Probably not.
Yeah, I say no, just for the
Okay,
sake
good
of
thing you can't see it then.
safety. Yeah, don't accidentally circumcise yourself there even more.
Can't be done twice.
I mean,
Actually,
Life away.
Challenge
Can be.
accepted.
it's called degloving, my good sir.
no.
His face, just ugh. Oh,
I'm back in Davis. I was in machine shop. Took a machine shop class, taught the machine shop class, and they have pictures of like degloving and like what I don't know what like shit people's things getting amputated
Oh, nice.
because like in 2008 or something like that. I can't remember the date. Like some girl at UCLA like got caught in a lathe and just got her body parts spread across the room.
Oh no.
And so they had like, I don't know if it was like a Davis, just at Davis, but like they had the pictures of it. They weren't like they were up on the wall, but they were like hidden. Look at them, you couldn't. It was pretty gross.
Yeah, we had something like that for our company.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at injection
UCLA.
wounds?
Injection wounds?
But
Injection, right, from like hydraulic fluid.
Oh. No.
like my very awesome apartment
yeah.
setup for this week. Ladies and gentlemen.
don't worry about it, Shroom. He's got squatters' rights.
Yep.
Damn right.
Oh man. Are we ready to get started? Are we? Wait, everyone's here, right?
Yeah, everyone's here. Everyone's here.
Cool.
It's just how long do we want before podcasting? Jake calls it.
Session20.
That's pretty much what it is. I feel like at one point, like I should probably start like changing what section we're under.
Yeah.
Like the just chatting to like, okay, now we're playing a game.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Session 20. This is a game where we play 5th edition D&D. This is a bunch of people that play D&D with me. Say hi, bunch of people.
Hi, bunch of people.
Howdy.
Let's go kill some monsters. Who wants to give a recap?
I can give this week's recap because I wrote it all down.
Nice.
All right, so last week on was it Adventures with other peeps friends? We entered a cave with 9 sarcophagi and 2 statues, and then we found a journal with ritualistic taking of souls. So it was run by the cult of a phantom of thought that we had discovered in the city of Kythe. And then all the cultists had left, and then we were afraid of the cultists, so we hid from them. And then we found what was in the cave, which was nothing except this book. And then we returned to town, and there was sort of a hive mind religious prayer going on. The city was kind of weird in that the people were abnormally quiet, so we decided that we couldn't really figure out what that was about. So we didn't do anything about it, but we did find out that there is a sort of a citywide hive mind religion going. And do you guys remember what the religion's called?
Phantom of the Thought?
No, the global, like the general common religion is like Il Shalan or something. Il Shalan? Oh man, just stringing together vowels. All right, and then after this hive mind pair is going on, Leonardo, our resident Ninja Turtle, starts feeling a bit werewolfy because he
Borky.
had been bitten a little what?
A little borky. He borks
A little Oh yeah. And he had been previously bitten by a werewolf. He essentially just gets bit by everything that we fight, just to see if he can become something cooler. And this time, something stuck. So he was starting to feel a little Borky werewolfy. And then we go to the Durin family ranch after a long time deciding what we wanted to do. And then we wanted to get another horse. We talked to Zatara, the stable woman there, who didn't recognize us. But then one of the stable hands, Hautash, recognized us as the people who helped Zulad, a guy with magic clothes, kind of like shady mobster type fellow. And then she kind of gave us whatever deal we could bargain for, which was a painted spotted horse. Specifically painted spotted horse, right? And Baznoff, the wizard, being as eloquent and just, as knowledgeable as he is, he named it Spots. And so we then started riding towards Gopo. And then on our way to Gopo, we wanted, Gulad, the town's, the city captain of the guard, had told us that if we encounter any more red slots, then we should kill them and kind of do it under the table. And so we started riding towards Gopo around the lake, and then we started hurling insults at the red slots. And we started talking about their mounds and stuff, and then unfortunately that worked all too well, because we were surprise attacked at night when we started camping out by 3 tadpoles and then another red slot. And so they showed up. Baznoff was cornered at one point, and then he was trying to hit things with a stick. That did not go too well. And but eventually he was able to single-handedly cast spells against the red slot, along with all the other beating that we did against the red slot. Then we beat him. And that's where we are. We just beat this giant red frog thing, the second one of our campaign. And small fact, Leo in the middle of the night turned into a full, like a half werewolf, you'd say? A hybrid?
Hybrid and then full on.
A hybrid werewolf at first, and then a full-on werewolf later in the battle, where he kind of goes crazy and stops. He has to fight for sentience. Was that what was going on? He had to fight for control?
Fight for control, where at the end of my turn, I decide I fight for it if I want to return back to my normal self, or if I just attack whatever's closest. So,
can you just concede your role to just be like, I'm gonna be a crazy werewolf? Or,
I mean, I can use an action to go ahead and just straight up be like, oh, I want to be a hybrid.
Fortunately, Leo did not become a crazy werewolf, because we would have had to end him. And yep.
Still gonna go with you guys. Could contain me and not kill me if I go.
There's only one solution.
Jesus fuck.
I don't see this going well.
Hey.
I assume that Dan or Baznoff can just resummon you, right?
Life finds a way.
Yeah, life finds a way. Good old Ian Malcolm.
Ian Malcolm. What?
Jurassic Park?
Jeff Goldblum.
I don't.
Jeff Goldblum?
Oh,
isn't that his name? Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Oh.
I just call him. I couldn't tell you a single name of a character in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's Jeff. Oh, the character's name.
Jeff Goldblum is Ian Malcolm.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
He's there's a signed figure of him at Disneyland at the Jurassic Park ride, where he's like shirtless and just all cut up and bloodied. It's signed by Jeff Goldblum.
The Jurassic Park ride?
Yeah.
At Disneyland?
Yeah, it's still there.
Wait, where is it? What's the Jurassic Park ride?
I think you mean Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Dad's
know.
over here is trying to be like, come on, connect the dots.
It's next to what was it, Marvel World?
It's next to the Cars ride, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
They
Yeah,
replaced
it's no longer soaring over California. You know, it's
it's just actual dinosaurs. Disney has the money. Yeah,
Oh,
they
Disney
have the
has
money.
all the money.
Yeah. So now that we've killed these frogs,
I believe you guys were in the middle of taking a long rest when they attacked.
so then does that mean that we're exhausted now?
I usually technically you should have to like start the long rest again by baseline 5e rules. I allow you to continue it on because normally the fights don't last a terrible long time because it's like seconds. So I usually allow that people can continue on the long rest. That way it's not like you guys get attacked at 5 a.m., which is what happened, and now you have to take another 8-hour long rest.
Gotta catch those REM cycles.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, like, God. Like, yeah.
Oh man.
So,
Let's see. How many spell slots did I use? Did I use all 3 of them in that fight?
2. No, I think it went on 4
I
rounds.
used 3. I did 3.
Oh, well, actually, in the summary, I forgot I had written this down. But, what was it? Baznoff hid behind the tree, and then fired fireballs. And then Mordaar, who deals the final blow by thrusting his sword into the red slate with divine smites radiant damage beaming out from within the slab and forming a giant hole in its place.
Wow.
I know.
Makes me sound cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my thing still just says Dear Diary.
Nice.
Not fast. That's
sorry.
it's got a little bit of extra stuff now, but
Sorry, I had a
Well,
very
just
important
verbal
call I just had to take from the Marriott.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm important
I
like
hate
that.
those calls so much.
oh my.
Do you guys all just get calls from the Marriott?
Apparently.
Yeah, spam calls, dude.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've gotten a lot from AT&T recently
Oh,
and
dude.
DirecTV.
Yeah, they moved on to Costco now for me.
Alright.
The worst part is I actually shop at Costco. Like,
But yeah, I have AT&T, but I know this is not them.
Okay. So, are you guys continuing on the long rest?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead and hit those sweet long rest buttons.
I'm pretty sure I slept in my armor, so then that means that I don't reset all my stuff, right?
You do not, my good sir, but you do not get exhausted. So,
Yeah.
pretty much don't hit the long rest button.
Works.
Just all right.
Double
Well,
check.
do you take any damage during that one?
Oh shoot! I need to fix my spell book.
That doesn't really look like you took much damage. So
I'm pretty sure that
I'll say I
Leonardo
got that
took the
special
most damage,
effect.
right?
Yes, he
Oh, I did,
was
yeah.
like at 1/3 or
that took
something.
18. Yeah.
Yeah. Because who are they going to attack? The armored dude or the werewolf attacking them?
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
you guys wake up in the morning,
Hopefully we
choose the spell slots that you, or swap out any spells and handle all that stuff as you need to. As you guys are heading into the city, it was just a few hours away as you guys were taking a rest.
Wait, can I actually examine the body really quickly to see if there's the crystal inside?
Yes.
Also, can I only have 4 first level spells? I thought I could have more. I thought I could have 6. Or am I mistaken?
What do you mean?
How many
only have-
prepared first level spells?
You could have 8 spells prepared in total, but you only have 4 first level spell slots.
I see.
So, like, you could prepare 8 first level spells, and you could upcast them, but you only have the 4 slots,
I see.
the 4
okay.
resources.
I see. I was a silly goof.
Can I check the chest of holding
4.
for simple scorch, turned over, the kind of magical pot that, or the magical thing that turns into the oven.
It is not there.
Damn. How about the mythic icebox?
Also not there. You're just like, come on, free stuff, Lotto.
Is there an oven in there?
There is not
Any
an
sort of
oven in this chest.
He's
Like
hoping
an
that the
easy bake
wizard
oven?
was an avid hiker.
Can't we just like make a fire?
Well, I need like so that like one item
Oh,
I could
you
turn
need
it into an oven and a stove,
Oh, okay.
which it only weighs like 5 pounds, and I can turn it into this like legit oven, so I can make some like super cool food that'll like give us like 2 D10 hit points if need be, immunity to like bludgeon damage, stuff like that. Some food could like turn us invisible, and like yeah, give us
Dang,
fighting
man.
with advantage, breathing underwater. So that's the food I want to try making. So we're gonna see if we can find this
So,
oven.
go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, Tibbers.
Oh,
I'm not doing surgery.
me.
I'm utilizing some new books that comes to harvesting creatures,
Oh, all right.
and it would be an
Wow.
Arcana check, as this is an aberration.
Well, this is gonna go well.
Wait, who's rolling our check?
You absolutely
Sorry,
butcher this creature. You don't find any gemstone within it, or any crystals.
Wait, I'm not. So I was. Oh, okay. So would that have been different if I had said I just want to see if, like perform surgery to examine the anatomy inside the red slime?
Cutting it open. Like, you're not absolutely butchering it, but cutting it open and looking about it there with the two looking about and your understanding of the slots innards, you don't find anything of the sort.
So it's a regular slime that I know of because I'm bad.
Should we like? Well, he already cut it up some. Is it in small enough pieces to fit inside the chest of holding, or do we have to like put it in? How do we carry this? Can we cut it up into small enough pieces to fit in
we
the
carried
chest
it
of
last
holding?
time.
Yeah, you could cut it up
If we
to
do
fit
that, it'll
even more.
kind of bleed.
What was that, Leo?
If we put it just straight into the chest of holding, isn't it going to kind of just get kind of guts and shit over our stuff, or
No,
I think
it'll be
yeah,
it'll be
no?
yeah, it won't. It will not
Huh,
do that.
alright.
he's worried about the food. He's like, top
Pretty
tier
much.
ingredients.
I think we can. Then are you guys okay if I cut this up so we can stick it in there and hide it, basically?
No, that's what we're paid to do.
Okay, so then I'm going to cut up the body and shove it into the chest of holding.
Okay. You take a little bit of time to cut pieces and parts of it. Because you're not going for anything specifically, or worrying much about the cleanliness of the cuts. There will be no roll or check on it,
Okay, good.
and you're able to sort of dump it all in there.
Nice. Oh, should we? How? Then let's gather up all the little tadpoles and toss them in the chest as well.
Okay.
All right.
So now we've cleaned up our mess, right?
Yes.
Should we go back to Kai or keep going to Gopo?
I'd say we
Keep going
can
to Gopo.
keep going. We were just in case.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
Okay.
Man, how do we find out? So we need to find out more about these slots, right? Right? So is that what we're...
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want them in the area.
So then when we get to Gopo, we need to, like, stealthily or in, like, a not so obvious way try and figure out if someone there knows about them, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So what do we know about the slots so far? That they're an aberration, apparently.
Whoever
And
that
that
may be.
they form some of them yeah, and that they form around the like crystal, right?
The
At
one,
least one of them that we the one did. We don't know about this other one, so sometimes they form around the crystal.
hey Baznoff, do you want to harvest one of the leeches to see if you can get a crystal from it?
Sure, I guess.
All right, one moment.
I do whatever roll is required.
It will be an Arcana check.
Classic.
Well,
With the 16, you take one of the tadpoles out, slice it open. There is a odd slime that you do find about it, but there is also no crystal within this creature. No gemstone.
Ooh, well that makes sense though, right? Because
It's the final part of his development.
like these guys are trying to like claw and then they implant like an egg in the person and then it incubates and then hatches, right? So not all of them are formed around the crystals, right? Or do these things make the crystals? So then like if it's old enough it'll start to make it, or are like originals formed from the crystals? So we need to find out more about the crystal or about the slots.
About the crystal probably, and I mean we want to get rid of the slots, so probably find out where the slots are coming from. So that's just a regular monster bash, and then the crystals are like a mystery monster bash.
Yeah, so but in order to like not raise suspicion, we should probably ask about the crystals more than the slots.
Right. Yeah, we were told to be stay on the down low.
Okay. So then, but then when we get to Gopo, we're looking for like a wizard, right? Or a sorcerer or somebody.
Yeah.
Dan's best friend. Baznoff's best friend.
Okay. Can I go and gather food to eat for breakfast?
Sure.
Cool.
You guys
do that.
do have food and whatnot on you, but you could definitely go look and gather.
Yeah, I'll do that real quick and gather some food for everyone to eat.
Could make some sweet tea.
Can I perceive any small game in the area?
Make a perception check.
Actually, yeah. Can I do that as well?
Yeah, make a
Do
perception check as
Marvin.
well.
Ooh.
So, since I got that kind of werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
The small logo on it, just like the other red one I have.
Hmm. So do you drive all the way back from the Chico area for this?
Yeah,
And then you go back tomorrow?
yeah.
Good
Okay.
lord, dude. Alright.
But
I kind of feel your pain.
Stream is back up.
Yep.
it's only, I only go back and forth maybe 2 times a week. So
Okay.
it's not that bad.
Well, this week I've gone back and forth from California 2 times. So
It takes me 5 steps to get from my bed to my workstation. If that. Somewhere between 5 and 10.
Oh, nice. Must be nice.
Oh no, I hate it. Absolutely loathe it. I'm in my kitchen all day. My dining room kitchen thing.
Oh. Is that where you work or?
Yep.
Oh,
For the foreseeable future.
that's lame.
Yeah. I'll probably be like the last person to go back to work because I work for the federal government.
Alright, so you guys are hunting.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Did I happen to see any small game, and did Leo happen to smell something or whatever thing he did?
Well, first of all, I'll say he wouldn't roll with advantage.
what? I got the So we're. I feel like that should be.
Not quite yet when it comes to this sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair
higher
enough.
higher
Can't he
levels
just, like-
he will.
Can't he just like transform?
No, yeah, higher levels within the where lycanthropy stuff, he will be having advantage on this, but not right now.
Did we figure out what triggers him turning?
I mean,
It's
I
been like a night.
know, but
What?
It's been like a night, so not really.
Zach,
Hey-
do you know how it turns you?
Leo, do you know
You
what?
Yeah.
I know. So is that something? So I know out of the game. Is that something I would know in the game, or
Right now you kind of know that like it would be more of a feeling. It would be you understand that you're able to willingly form into a werewolf right now. You wouldn't know if there's any other outside effects about it. You'd have like the lore and conjecture and folklore about it of like, yeah, moons and whatnot maybe, but like you yourself no hard concrete evidence on that sort of stuff.
okay.
And you would understand after switching to a werewolf and having it happen that there is a great deal of restraint and control that has to go into maintaining it.
All right.
So this is all stuff that Leo knows.
I relay that to you guys. So pretty much, hey, I can.
It's a feeling.
Yeah, I got a feeling. It's gonna. No, I'm not gonna go into that. yeah. Or if we let the dogs out, but
Can't do it right now, then.
you know what? I'll try for hybrid, and yeah, I'm gonna go into a hybrid wolf. Is there anything I need to?
I mean, it's straight up in action.
Tibbers raises
So-
his mace in a.
Yeah, as they're all
Preparation.
silvered weapons around you.
Oh yeah, please keep the silver away from me, por favor, because that.
Well, my sword is just magic, so
Okay, I'm okay with that. Just silver away from me. Yeah, fuck it, going hybrid. We're doing it live.
So you take a quick moment and you sort of focus on this bestial nature that's now forming within the center of it, and you feel it start to grow from within. It's a painful process, much like last night. You feel like it's never gonna be something you're used to in the transformation. As you go into the hybrid form, your face sort of starts to go from this turtle form into this half tortoise face with the leaning more into like having a snout of a werewolf. Your shell just sort of starts to grow and shift into fur. So you have like this weird thicker patch of fur around your chest. And with the hybrid form, your spines and pieces of thicker fur that are almost bone-like start to form around your arms as claws form from your already clawed hands as a turtle. You do already have claws for your hands. Just bigger, sharper, more gruesome claws.
Oh,
The legs are probably the worst part as they go from normal humanoid legs into this really fucked up digigrade setup as your feet expand out and shift upwards into having the digigrade multi-ankle knee setup. The whole entire
So I'm
transformation for the rest of you, there's a lot of bone cracking and shifting.
that looked painful.
you know, doesn't feel too hot.
Tibbers throws up.
There's a really fucked up feeling as you're used to having a shell around you, and now you have a rib cage. That was also a really painful process of a rib cage forming within you.
So, question. So we've already established that turtles don't have butts. Now that I'm a werewolf,
Inquiring minds want to know.
yeah, what's
You don't have
What's the-
you have a butt. You don't have butt cheeks.
Yep.
okay? But now that like I'm going hybrid though, like, but I still wouldn't have a butt cheek. I still wouldn't have butt cheeks.
Do your dogs have butt cheeks?
Well, we can Google that. You know,
Hey, that's some wizard talk over there. That's Baznoff's job.
I mean, I've already Googled it. So.
Oh god.
So, is he a hunchback werewolf, or did his body consume the shell?
oh, they do not have butt cheeks.
Remember when we covered this like a month ago?
No.
It's a question that needs to be reiterated.
All right, we're good.
So, is he a hunchback?
He's much more of like the hunchback, kind of like Skyrim-esque werewolf right now.
Oh, all right.
So, can you smell any animals?
What roll do I need to do?
I mean, that would be a perception check.
Perception
Yeah,
again. All right.
pretty much.
I mean, could it also be kind of considered survival since I'm out in the wild and I'm hungry
It
like
could
a
also
wolf?
be survival for tracking.
Oh, hey, Mordaar friend, you should do Divine Sense.
Says
On
game.
Leonardo?
Yeah,
That thing just kind of crashed.
Why?
is he the same, or did he
I
become
would not do that, but
bad? Because aren't werewolves bad? It's in the story with the 3 pigs.
No, that was just a wolf.
um,
Oh,
sure, I'll do Divine Sense.
I wouldn't do that. But
survival, okay. And you're doing divine sense. I mean, he's not evil. He hasn't done stuff to become evil.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
He's just a werewolf.
nice.
I thought
That's
that
good to know.
werewolves were just evil.
I mean, we'll have to wait until he goes out on a rampage killing a town.
Yeah. Once he
Eating-
attacks us, I mean,
Eating
I'll
the
do it
hearts.
again then.
With the 17th survival check. Yeah. You sort of sniff and listen to the woods around you.
I kind of. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I put my arms around his like furry back. Kind of weird sensation, but I cast guidance. It was like, "Go, dog friend."
Okay.
all right.
And you do get the scent of an animal off in the distance.
Would I happen to know kind of what type animal it would be?
With its scent in this region. Where is my percentile? Yeah, it would be probably a younger deer. As you could
Ooh.
smell the pheromones. So you could probably get the sense that's probably a male as well.
I guess, hey, there's a deer nearby. Male deer.
Do we know
Would
how
you-
far?
Do I know how far it is?
Can it be seen?
They cannot be seen. This is a scent from a very far away. It's light. Probably within a mile.
Sweet. Since I am a werewolf, I'm going to kind of crouch down and try. I'm going to be stealthy and not be out in the open. So,
Okay. So that's 3. All right. Hold up. Where are you getting the +5 from? Oh, your dex is okay. Never mind.
yeah.
mind. You also get.
oh, yeah.
It's
I
actually
do
a
get that extra.
+6.
So it's a 20.
Yes.
Dang. And then guidance.
30, 20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Roll the 1d4.
Yeah. Plus you have guidance.
So is this like a nice meaty buff looking werewolf, or is this like the Harry Potter whippish
23.
werewolf?
Well, in hybrid form, it is monstrous, large fangs, shaggy fur, and
Oh,
bony protrusions along the spine and forearms for the hybrid.
Isn't it +2 for Dex?
It's +2 to your ability score.
Oh, okay.
is how I'm reading this, unless they're writing it as like you have a 14 in these, but I'm reading it as +2 to the ability score.
Okay, that's fine.
So 23 total. You move off into the thicker sections of the forest. You guys see him after a few hundred feet sort of vanish underneath the thick, dark canopy of the forest as he moves deeper into it. You're moving at your speed, still faster than the normal person would, as you're moving into stealth speed, so it's half your movement. And riding a 15, so that's half, so that becomes, round down, that's still 25 movement speed, so bit slower than some people walking, about the speed of like a gnome or a halfling at their normal walking pace, so definitely a bit quick. After roughly about 8 minutes of stalking around this forest, finding this, hunting down the smell, you find the tracks of the deer, and using the 17, you're definitely able to track it a little ways until you get to a spot where you find it. It's currently eating some berries off of a small bush. You're probably about 40 feet away from it right now, unseen with your high stealth roll.
Am I able to? So I'm like pretty much in the woods. Nobody's nearby. Like,
Yeah.
okay. I go ahead and I sneak up a little bit more, get a little closer, pounce and cut its throat. Jump up, cut its throat.
All right. So I'd say roll an attack roll as you start to sneak up. So, and I did add the attacks to you.
I do see
Okay.
those. Slash.
A 21 will definitely hit the deer. So roll damage as you're sneaking up against this younger deer. It's definitely on the small side, probably around 120 pounds in total.
That thing's dead.
Yeah. As you just hear for you a small soft step into the soft dirt here. Then a leap and a quick bloody claw digs directly into its throat as you almost tear its entire head off with this strike.
All right. Well, go ahead and
Make a wisdom save.
Rip. Oh,
Thank goodness.
Okay. You do not succumb to the beast, and you're able to hold it back very well.
So wait, I thought that it was the I thought that I only had to do the wisdom save
That's
if I took damage.
This also happens whenever you make an attack, but the initial DC for this is 8.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's lower,
forgot about that part, I guess.
but it is, yeah.
All right, and then does that actually bump up each time I attack, kind of like the other ones do?
Yes. If you succeed, you retain control and the DC increases by 1.
I'm surprised you didn't unleash the beast, considering your hat.
The stream is not sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. It's not.
I mean, maybe if we were sponsored, I would have, but.
No.
Alright, so I go ahead and I carry this deer, still kind of, yeah, I'll pick up the deer, carry it back.
Okay.
Still stealthily, but.
Can I search the area? Plants to harvest, maybe herbs for cooking?
Yeah. Well,
didn't I gather a bunch of like berries and little stuff to eat as well?
Yeah, but this is seasoning. Seasoning.
Oh, you're looking specifically for seasoning?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
So this is all just to get a good breakfast, right?
Yeah.
A nice hearty breakfast, you know.
Do we get, if you make a good meal, do we get bonuses or anything from it?
Yeah. We can.
Oh.
Things getting complicated.
Yeah.
It really.
Things getting real complicated with these games.
The lesser food will give us health regen on short rests. The bigger foods will give us like bonuses, like you said, like breathing, water.
Yeah, those are fancy foods, but
bonus hit points and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's like I can make like just a generic stew, which I don't know if I need to have acquired the recipes first before I can get the benefits from that.
So yeah, roll a sleight of hand check, Mr. Tibbers.
For plants or for animal?
I'm trying to. I see the animal one. Where's the roll for plants?
Plants is the page before it.
Natural 20.
Can we see if we have some thyme, rosemary, and sage?
I mean, that sort of stuff, finding it in this area, this close to a city, would probably be relatively difficult. Especially the fact that this is coming from a forest into a mountainous region. As you're getting close, as you're very close to Gopo, which is right up against some mountains. Location. Yeah, so roll a d20 plus you have herbalism kit.
Yep.
So yeah, roll the d20 plus your herbalism kit, or yeah, dex plus your herbalism. So that's dex plus your proficiency.
Let's see, proficiency is 2, herbalism. I have dex,
Yeah.
not survival.
Yeah, survival would work too.
Oh, thank you.
Well, yeah, I guess we could just do survival. Because herbalism would be. Because I'm specifically reading plant gathering proficiency. When harvesting plants, add proficiency if the character is using a herbalism kit.
Oh, right.
But survival works as well. That's what I would normally do.
I am trying to. Can I not roll when the game's paused?
It shouldn't be paused.
Shows that I think me and Jake are the only two.
The refresh your guys' page.
Yeah. Jake, am I able to create my own custom recipes? Like, can I submit some stuff to you?
Yeah.
Later on,
Yeah,
for
100%.
custom recipes with possible bonuses.
Yeah, 100%.
Learn how to make an energy
100.
drink.
Yes. Make some energy drinks. You know.
Some pre-workout.
Exactly. We can just get absolutely like buffed
Cool.
up before we go into a fight. Right?
That's what I'm drinking
Pre-workout.
right now. Actually, it's pre-workout.
We need post-workout right now.
Some BCCAs and some protein. Creatine mix in it. Get swole. Make some D-ball.
Can we start? Can I use steroids? Right? I'd like to be bigger.
Some HGH.
Tren.
Let's search the chest for some steroids.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I reach into the chest of holding and think of, yeah, like energy drinks or energy potions.
He was a student, of course.
It's a fucking Adderall.
That's-
Just a bunch of Adderall falls out.
Caffeine pills.
Just like hundreds of empty sugar-free Red Bull, and he's like, oh, it's sugar-free, it's healthy.
Ooh. I haven't had Red Bull in a long time. I kind of miss it.
Probably for the best.
I don't drink energy drinks that often. Ooh, bad request.
I drank the new Mountain Dew one today.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
How was that?
You don't find
I like
any energy tonics.
Shucks. Okay.
We'll make some. Don't worry.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Had to.
Ooh, what about? So I reach into the chest and I think of like mind expanding potions or drugs, just drugs. Think of
Oh.
drugs, specifically like mushrooms as well.
Yeah.
We're gonna party.
So, a mushroom like psychedelic. No, you do not find
Okay.
that.
Shucks.
we can grow our own if we use horse dung, horse manure. All the psychedelics come from horse manure and like just straight up manure instead of mixtures.
Oh yeah, can we find some Jacob in there?
I don't even know what that is. What the fuck is that?
Oh, do you? Oh man, you don't know Jacob?
Jacob?
Jacob from the Central Valley, man. That's what it's all about.
Is an inhalant hallucinogenic from fermented human waste?
Yep.
Tibbers. There you are. Survival check 14. Okay.
Moving along.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you're not able to find an incredible amount. You spend... I'd say you spend an exploration round looking for this. So you're not spending a whole day looking for any sort of materials. Due to the fact that this is sort of in between, I'll give you a 50-50 on what you get. High or low?
Hi.
High, okay.
To the window. And I don't even think they say hi on that. It just came to my brain.
You do find a little ways into the forest here, as you find your werewolf friend dragging a deer carcass back to your guys' camp. You do find a small vine of tomatoes,
Ooh.
and there's roughly 3 or 4 smaller potatoes or tomatoes. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pick them.
Okay.
We can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Tomato.
Yeah, not potatoes.
Yeah,
Tomato.
stick them in a stew and make it into a chili.
I guess the mashem could be salsa. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Salsa.
Boiled?
Spaghetti sauce, maybe. Cool.
Prosciutto? No. Is that the right word?
Ooh. Can we turn this deer into jerky?
Oh, God. Screw the monster killing.
That's right. Let's open a restaurant, guys.
Bruschetta. That's the word.
Bruschetta? That's kind of like ham, isn't it?
So we
That's
actually
prosciutto.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like a type of like thin
Yeah.
salami side. Bruschetta is like fried toast with tomatoes on it.
Oh, okay.
This is a D&D game, guys.
We promise.
Well, we've been
So-
spending like an hour trying to make breakfast here.
I give the tomatoes to Leo the werewolf, and then tell him like, chef's choice, what to do with the tomatoes.
yeah. Do we have salt anywhere? Do we got?
We have salt water from the jug.
Yeah, I look in the chest of holding for salt.
Have salt. If we have rations, we got salt, right?
It's salted food. You've tried this before with the Snell.
Yes.
There's salt in it. It's like as much as like
Yeah.
there's beef jerky. It's
Yeah.
like given the fact that this is a wizard and there are a handful of spells that use salt in them, there'd be a little bit of salt in there
All right, sweet.
for the super.
So if we get attacked by a giant snail, guys, we can kill it.
Oh no, we can make some deer jerky really quick.
We can't make jerky really quick.
4 hours, good.
We got magic. How long does jerky
Let's
take
just
to make?
cook the deer.
Well, I mean, if we have to, yeah, we could do that, or we can make some jerky. Either way,
Well,
it'll take a good amount of time either way.
I think we're all pretty large. I'm pretty sure we can eat most of a small deer.
I'm on a diet.
This is a smaller. It's a like young deer.
He said
About-
like 120 pounds. So if we
Yeah.
eat,
That is so much food. Are you kidding me?
well, let's say we're probably gonna get like what, 40 pounds of meat.
Yeah,
Well,
some light stuff, berries and whatnot.
Yeah.
Nothing extremely satiating.
Well, it's supposed to be enough to like. Oh, I guess it depends on what's on the land. Yeah.
Yeah, OVS just does not want to connect to Twitch
Whatever.
Mm.
because like
That-
it'll.
Oh man, I bet you I do.
Like,
Off some dumb
oh,
thing.
Actually, the
are we
chest,
able to like feel? Because I mean, if the chest of holding feels kind of cold,
Also, if it's a vacuum, what would that keep it from? No, because there's stuff on it
there's already
already.
bacteria, yeah.
There's no air in it, but it's roughly room temperature.
There's no air on it?
Then that should would.
It's back up
No
to you.
air?
Yeah.
Bet you I do.
Like-
Like the Jordan Sparks song?
Anything we put in would be perfectly preserved.
Would it?
Chest full there.
Well,
I don't think so. It would like the things would like they'd survive off of the meat without air, wouldn't they? So like
does bacteria?
Well, if it's a vacuum in there, then it can't have heat? Really?
no,
There's
it
no
can- well, but it's
internal,
well,
like, external...
It's
that's
what,
weird.
it's whatever the outside temperature is.
Okay.
So if it's like, I don't know, yeah, it's where the ambient temperature is. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the stream. I'm just gonna let it run and say fuck it. Let's just keep playing the game.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So the inside, I'm probably gonna modify that table a bit, but you weren't able to pull in large amount of food off of it. Medium creature, sleight of hand dex 1 to 10. Harvest 4 pounds of meat. Takes 1 hour to harvest meat off a creature.
Okay. All right. What next? To the city?
Yep. Let's just go to Grupo.
Okay. So you guys push on. A few hours go by. It's still early morning, though a lot of people are bustling about. You do get stopped at the gate with your horses by 2 guards wearing the dark purple armor and color scheme of the Certedo sort of National Guard, City Guard Corps, wherever you may want to, wherever I may end up actually calling them. The man that stops you has a large bloom of feathers going off, dyed purple, a velvet cape that are locked in by 2 chains at the shoulders, and a full piece of plate armor. Yes, with a deep dark purple underpadding and a nicer, almost like a mirrored silver polished plate armor. He goes,
Dang.
"Stop. May I have your business here in Gopo?"
We are here to buy minerals?
You can see him start writing that down onto a small notepad that he has. Alright. Are you, I'm assuming, buying irons and other materials such as that?
Yes.
Okay. Anything, how
Also
long do you
did a-
believe that you'd stay here?
What was? Sorry, can you repeat that?
How long will you be staying in Gopo?
Unsure.
Unsure. I'll say 2 weeks.
Can you repeat that?
How long we're gonna stay?
I'll put down as 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, cool. Just checking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just need something for the paperwork. All right.
I get you, dog.
Exactly.
Then who
Could you
will you
put
be procuring
1
these?
week and 6 days.
So 2 weeks and a day. Okay. Weeks on the month on their calendars, 5 days.
Oh, is it 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I think we covered that one time. It's for math.
The last dude who made a calendar was like, no, it must be symmetrical. He was a real ass about it.
So we still do a base 10 math system here, is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not base 5?
He goes, all right, so. And what is the company that you'll be procuring these supplies for?
Oh, that
What organization? Do you have a faction, purpose?
I don't even know.
Chef
Remember where
Leo
we're going to go. I could lie.
Chef Leo.
So using telepathy, I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, say something." I don't know what to say here.
What's the city we were just from?
Kite.
Kai.
We are here from the government of Kythe to pick up some minerals for stuff for a government project.
Just a heads up, these aren't city states.
What do you mean?
They would have sent a government agent from the entire kingdom to do something like that.
To go pick up some minerals?
Yeah, they do it
If
all the
a
time.
city needs some mineral, they don't just send some vagabonds to do it?
No.
Oh,
Heavy bureaucracy here.
Why can't you send vagabonds to do anything?
no, we're
I know, that's the wrong word.
we're
He goes,
coming specifically for what's his name, the captain of the guard of Kaith,
Gulad.
Gulad.
Gulad? Yeah.
Gulad.
Why is he not sending
Oh,
government?
this is more personal business. Yes, personal business for him.
Yeah.
And he wanted to send his top men.
Also, we're cheap labor.
Top
Okay.
cheap men.
Yes,
Top men? Oh, okay. So no bottoms.
And
we're all tops.
he's just like really confused now. He's like, Gulad has a personal life? Okay.
Just as
You better believe it.
Exactly.
And then I tell him we buy everything for him, from clothes to food.
Exactly. Well, he has no personal life. That's why he hires us. We do all the personal life stuff.
Meryl Streep's character in The Devil Wears Prada.
That's right.
Is that a play or something?
Remember that play?
Oh, you've never heard of it?
I've been
Very
trying to get.
big.
I've been trying to get more into the arts of recent. I mean, I just need something for the paperwork here. So sent by Gulad. We'll have to double check with him. Picking up minerals? Question mark.
Essential.
That's right. We heard you guys struck oil.
Can I get your names?
Jeffrey.
Oh,
Jeffrey.
My name is Rush.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Rush.
Rash.
My name is Jeffrey, and my name is Rush.
Rush.
Jeffrey Rush. Yes.
Jeffrey Rush. Okay.
An Australian actor. He's in Pirates of the Caribbean. Who is he in Pirates of the Caribbean?
All right. The other two of you.
What the fuck? Why did it?
What
look
are
up
your
in-
names?
Magnum?
Magnum. Foreigners, I see. Definitely not.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Astarian
Magnum Lod.
names.
Sorry, but I go.
Okay.
Magnum Lod.
And
Whatever.
Shelled One. What is your name?
Trojan.
Trojan. Oh. Are
Trojan
you
Lod,
from?
though.
You wouldn't happen to be from the Perdat, would you?
Nah.
Oh. So, okay. And as an offer from the kingdom, we do supply stables for any travelers for a small fee. You have 4 horses here. That'll be about 5 silver a night. So if you're going to stay here for 2 weeks, that will be, what is that, 50 silver pieces?
Can I finger wiggle to Baznoff and then tell him to persuade,
Yes.
and then I cast guidance. I tap his butt and persuade him, or guidance him.
Persuade Baznoff with your butt tap.
It's pretty persuasive.
What are you trying to persuade him to do there?
I learned a lot of things from Stacy.
A little sneaky pinky.
I don't know what to say. What about 40?
He just goes, Yeah, screw it. You guys know Gulad. I'll send a charge to the city of Kaith. They'll handle it.
Okay.
It's too much paperwork anyways. All right. So we'll take your horses. They'll come into the stables and enjoy your visit of Kaith.
Can I stick a copper in between my my ring finger and my middle finger, and then I shake his hands, depositing the copper piece in his hand?
You shake his hand, the copper goes into it, and he goes, just looks at it and goes,
Don't spend it all in one place.
thank you, I guess.
I always wanted to try and do that.
Well, enjoy.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy GoPo for your time being.
We will. And will be no trouble at all.
For the love of God, don't. We have enough issues already.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Jeffrey Rush is coming into town.
Yeah, that damn Arcanist. She's been having some issues.
Ooh, the Arcanist is having troubles?
Yeah, last week one of her experiments got loose, caused a huge uproar in the
Oh man, what was it?
courtyard.
Oh, where does the Arcanist live?
Her abode is by the docks. It's hard to miss. Large 4-story building, got walls around it. Beautiful place, in all honesty. But
Does she have a name?
yeah, it is Kavash.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, if she didn't supply so much wealth to the town and upfront a lot of the cost to the mining organization here, we probably would have kicked her out.
Oh man. What was
What's the sip on her?
I will never be able to keep up with street language.
Oh yeah, can you spill some tea?
The gossip? Yeah, spill the tea.
Spill that tea.
It's like, why would I spill tea? It takes so long to cook. I don't know. I don't understand magic stuff. She does.
What
Makes
was
some
the
people uneasy?
Shout out to the DM for making it easy. Hopefully you
Wait,
I
what
don't know
was
whoever
the-
we're talking to.
what was the big disturbance last week with her?
Some little creature. It was like, sort of, I don't know, like a 1.5 tall. Escaped one of her windows and no, just ran through the street markets and stole some food, and people were angry.
Oh.
Did it look? Did it have legs?
Yeah. Legs. Little spindly legs, little spindly arms.
Interesting.
Did it have a torso?
No what? No. It's like, did it? It was just arms and legs.
Dang, so it looks kind of like a stick figure.
Kind of.
Without a torso.
Stick figures. He doesn't know very much about medicine.
But have a good day, guys.
Oh, would you happen to know anything about Macintosh?
Macaroni?
Macaroni and Macintosh? The macaroni wizard of Gopo? We were told about a macaroni Macintosh? Macintosh?
No.
Well,
Interesting.
top of morning to you.
Oh yeah, what's your name?
My name is... As I pull up his name.
Johnny Depp.
He goes, my name is Lolath.
Not Slim Shady?
No, is not some shady.
Okay. Making sure.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you. Thanks for the introduction to your town, and we hope. Oh, I like your armor too. It looks cool.
Thank you.
Okay, should we continue on our way to look for minerals? And I do air quotes as I say minerals.
Yes. Yes, I am ready.
Yes.
Okay, guys, let's start walking.
So what are we here for again? I don't even.
So
What
there's
is an arcanist who keeps creating creatures that are a problem? Maybe she has something.
Is that
to
the
do.
OG reason why we were here, though?
Macintosh is the wizard of Gopo that you know about that you keep forgetting.
God, I don't know
Yeah.
shit.
Well, let's
man.
go talk to the arcanist and see if she knows who Macintosh is.
I'm pretty
And also,
sure I
she
never
created
gave you
the
guys an
slots.
arcanist name. I think you guys made up Macintosh.
I wrote down Macintosh.
Where would that joke have came
so
from?
Macintosh is Kavash. Okay.
No, that's a different name, and it was the guy who's a customer of what's his name?
Oh.
No, because you guys were like, "Is his name Macintosh?" I was just like, "Sure,"
Because
because he didn't want to give you the name for
Oh.
client protection.
Well,
He doesn't want to just give out people's names.
then let us just
to
continue.
call him Macintosh.
Yeah, he didn't come. I thought you.
Who? Can,
Wait,
wait,
who
who
you
am I?
didn't put that to us?
Because I try and stay away from anything that's like brand name or anything. So like Macintosh, like a Macintosh computer.
What's a Macintosh? You know.
I remember making an Apple joke.
Yeah, Dan was
But I don't
making,
know
like
how-
Apple jokes and stuff.
But I don't remember why. Who said Macintosh though? Because I didn't say Macintosh.
So the wizard of Gopo is Kavash the Arcanist, who has a 2.5 foot tall thing walking around with a torso and two legs.
No torso and 2 legs and arms.
Oh, you were
Kavash.
serious. It had no torso.
Escape before it was completed.
Oh, that's awkward. All right.
Well, let's go talk to the arcanist.
All right.
Don't you guys think that's a good idea?
Yes.
Yeah.
She probably knows where the minerals are.
So, you guys would have actually be relatively close already.
Thank goodness.
As you guys were approaching to the walls, you moved through a handful of small, not as large as Kaith, but it still exists. Outside the city walls, there is a small area of slums. It's not as degenerate as Kaith's was, but there's still, light buildings with some smaller farmsteads outside and more openly walking around sort of farm animals, goats, cows, chickens, of the like. As you enter into the city walls, paved roads, much better and well kept buildings. Directly in front of you down the road, you see the large castle walls that sit around a building of similar design and architecture as the City Hall of Kaith. As you continue to push forward, keeping along the lines of the docks to the lake, you would very quickly, after about 2 city blocks, come across a large 4-story colonial-styled home. Large stone-bricked walls with sort of iron rod toppings to them, and covered in green vines that are currently flowering in different styles of flowers. You have some roses coming off of it, tulips, pansies, and even ones that were like, oh, that's a rose. Next to it and across the vines, you see some of them being pink, red, blue, orange, a variety of colors.
Well, this place is cool.
And you see that it also has a small section, or the walls do sort of go all the way up to the lake section that can't really see as there's tall hedges that grow up above the walls here. The walls are probably around 10 feet tall, where those hedges grow 15 to 16 feet. Yeah.
Can I tell if these, this ivy and these flowers, all this natural?
Roll a nature check.
Oh man, I suck at nature.
A 14. They are not natural. They've definitely been magically altered in some way.
And then, do we know what we want from before we talk to her? Like, what's the game plan?
Oh, that's a good question.
Possibly find out about the crystals, maybe.
Yeah.
Is she the one who created the undead things, or she is the wizard closest to the fallen creature that we fought? Points.
Yeah, the really spiky, tall dude.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So we should probably have Mordaar see if she's good and evil. See if we
Okay.
need to do some outlaw justice on her.
Okay.
And then I guess we figure out the fallen creature, and then if she knows anything about the slods, because they're tied to, crystals, fallen creature,
And then slugs.
All right, I'm going to pair, and I'm gonna cast enhance ability on the face of our group, Baznoff, and I'm going to make him real eagle splendor. I'm gonna make him real eagle-y. So you have advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Who just?
It's a second spell slot, so use it wisely. Last right now.
It was Agatha all along.
Wait, so we're at the gate, right? Or are we?
You're sort of in the road outside of it, so you could be at the front gate if you wish, or a little ways off. While you guys disseminate what you wish to do.
Well, we kind of
Alright.
we're trying to talk about, right?
Okay.
Dan's gonna be the face of our group. That's
Why
been
don't-
decided.
Why don't we just send Dan in alone, and then he can communicate with us? Like, can we so that we don't.
He's got the ring, or
Yeah.
he's got the other bracelet.
Maybe we should bring them back.
Wait, why am I going in alone? Why does it matter?
I wouldn't have him going alone.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, let's just go in as a group or try to.
Yeah. So we'll first ask her about the crystals.
Yeah. Well, first we should
Then-
also figure out how to get. Like, is there a gate? Is this place like a business? Can we just go in, or is it like because there's a big wall and gate and stuff? Is it like super private and definitely no visitors allowed?
Yeah, I guess is the gate open or
What
whatnot.
can I
Roll-
tell by looking at it?
The gate is currently closed, though
The hinges.
there are no hinges on this gate.
Oh, is it a roller gate?
Does it slide back and forth?
No. You'll have to interact with the gate and figure out.
Then let's walk up to the gate.
Yeah.
We examined the gate.
All right, roll
I go-
a check on the gate. Roll a
What kind of check?
investigation check to
Hands off.
investigate the gate.
You're learned.
Dang it! I wanted.
Oh,
Wow, look at this natural 20 for the most trivial.
he knows the crap out of this game.
That's right.
Not during combat.
You look up and down the gate with the 23 total. And because you're a wizard of illusions, this gate does not exist. In fact, you start to follow. Screw it. But just a heads up, you rolled intimidation by accident, but it's a natural 20 on the dice anyways. So
How did I miss that? I'm an idiot. I can't read.
you follow the illusions, and it seems as if the entire structure of the wall is not really there.
Hmm.
In fact, it's hard to tell if what you're seeing, the wall, is even an illusion up, and if the building within it is an illusion. Tibbers,
Do
would
I
also
feel-
hear
Go ahead.
some light casting and incantations coming from people. Probably 3 or 4 people on the other side of this, and they all sound fairly young. All female.
They sound hot.
You ask if they sell weed.
No.
So do they sound hot?
Oh, hot. I see.
The worst type of D&D player here.
Horny on main.
I wish to will charisma to seduce the barkeep. Do I seduce her?
All right. Do I feel comfortable just walking through, or do I have any things that would advise me against it?
Well, the fact that the gate entirely as an illusion may be advice against it, though finding out the purpose of why it's illusion is a difficult thing without knowing the person. You don't get the sense of any traps.
Okay, I'll walk through it. Just walk through the gate.
The gate is not there. As you walk through it, you enter into a beautiful front area. A garden with low-hanging hedges, flowers. It's instantly relaxed feeling. It was a little warm out in the day, but it's almost as if you walked into like a perfect springtime day with this light breeze coming against you and the smell of honey on the wind as well. You look about to your left and right, you see perpetually flowering bushes that even some of them with your lighter knowledge, no, this isn't the season that they flower, and they are still flowering. To your right, you see roughly 3 younger arcanists, probably acolytes, not even to the point of being able to cast a first level spell, as they are trying to cast Firebolt over and over again at a handful of these vined dummies.
So, I let the boys know just to walk through the gate. I'll talk to them with the ring or whatever.
I'll walk in behind him.
And I'll walk up to the young acolytes, and then I'll be like, hey, I'm a wizard as well. Do you want some help learning how to fireball?
You see that these two are young Kalishtar.
What's
lady
the
is
age?
wearing... Go ahead.
What's the age? Like, what's the legal age?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't want Baznoff to be a pedophile in this one.
He did come in pretty hot. His voice got real low.
Oh my god.
They are probably
Right,
between...
He's not a racist anymore. He's a pedophile.
What do you know?
Gonna go
Oh,
ahead and
by the
stop
way-
the stream before this catches up.
By
They
the way, I
are
want
probably
the
in the
other
ranges of 13. One of them seems like she's probably around the age of 13. The other one seems like she's a bit older, around maybe 15, 16.
Okay.
The older one definitely,
Well, funny
from
business.
your training in the arcane, the older one, if she's having trouble with these spells, you probably know she's not going to be that good of a caster.
Mm.
As you probably should have a cantrip down by the time you're this age.
I see.
They're wearing sort of Victorian styled, not dresses, almost like if you would take like pantsuits in a very Victorian style.
Okay. Okay. I'll ask him like, hey, what is the terminology I would say for like the head mage or like because this is like appears to be some sort of academy.
Depends on the school. It could be arc mage, arc wizard, headmaster, headmistress. Okay. The vernacular would change.
Okay.
On the school.
Can I ask them like, is the headmistress or the archmage here?
And they go, oh, hi. Lady Kavash is. I'm sorry. Yes, Lady Kavash would be inside the house right now. I believe she was in a meeting with someone. I'm sorry. Who are the lot of you?
I'll tell her. Do we want to use our real names?
Can
What do
I
we think,
whisper
folks?
to them and like, is the house real?
We could.
Oh, we'll just ask. I'm a mage, and I'm a wizard, and I have a question. And I heard that Lady Kavash is one of the more powerful, knowledgeable arcanists of Gopo, and I have a question for her.
Okay. Let me show you. Let me show you in. And they sort of collect the small, the spell books that they have and connect them to a sort of book holder that connects against their belts. They're very beautifully designed as well. As you go in, their outfits are exactly the same. Their hairstyling, the Kalishar pale, long ears. Their hair is styled very much in the same way into a sort of a bun on the back. They show you in. The house is beautifully crafted on the inside. It was very colonial with some brickings along the edges. As you enter in, there's a lot of very fine hardwood carvings.
Wait,
Yes.
is this a brick house?
Not entirely. There's
Oh,
sections of
okay.
it that are brick.
Okay.
As you guys enter into the house, yeah, most of the interior walls, doorways, the stairwells that you enter in when you're entering this main foyer that go up into that you get to see all the way up to the top 4th floor from this center room here. It just seems a lot of deep, dark hardwood carvings throughout the interior. And one of them goes, please, would you guys wait here as we get the lady of the house's attention and see if she's free.
Sounds great.
Go up the stairs.
Okay, they go up the stairs.
Leave you alone for roughly
Big
15
mistake.
minutes. For roughly 15 minutes as they
So
fetch
should
the
I
lady.
do a I can do 2, what are they called? Divine sense, or yeah, I can do 2 divine senses. Should I do one now and then one when either the students or Lady Kavash gets back, or should I just do the one when we meet Lady Kavash?
Well, when she's there, she'll hear you doing it.
Yeah. Would I be aware of if a wizard would know if something like Divine Insight would be cast on them?
That would be completely dependent on the spell being cast. This is...
It's just you can use an action and you just detect good or
Yeah.
evil. So there's no like spell casting.
Yeah, they wouldn't really be able to detect it. It's just like it's just something that
Spidey
sort of
sense?
happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it when she's
Okay.
there. I don't care.
Okay.
I can beat up someone who can't cast a freaking fireball. Nerd.
You should have cast a fireball just to like
I know.
shove
Power
it in their
move.
face. Exactly.
From my ring.
Although imagine if you had failed.
You
At
missed.
this point.
Wait, no, you cast it every time. It's whether or not you hit is the issue. Okay.
Yes.
So you would like shoot it at the target and then it like
No.
goes astray and catches the entire place on fire.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Bye, guys.
So like we're like in there looking around. Is there any money laying around?
Excuse me, Paladin.
Are there any books on
I'm
the wall?
sorry. No.
Any spell books that look socially acceptable to peek through? Like, are we in a lounge?
You're in like the foyer, the entrance room of this house. There's a
Okay.
few like spots to sit. There's nothing. There's
Okay.
no books. There's no magazines. There's a few pieces of artwork hanging upon the wall. All very sort of abstract art of landscapes and whatnot.
Can I
Okay.
listen to see if there's anything of note, any dangers, or anything of interest?
Roll a perception check. It's an 18.
+7. That's so dumb.
You
Do you have 20 on it?
I have
on
plenty
his
on it, yeah.
wisdom? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Damn it, you're
Rush the
smart.
20.
You sort of look about. Immediately, you don't see anything, though you do hear what may end up being what you could probably devise as sort of the staff of the house moving about. And a few rooms over, and you hear a bit of stepping on the floors above you, but nothing that you would instantly pick up as nefarious. You don't hear anyone whispering a curse from a closet.
How many other rooms can we see from this entryway?
From the spot, you could see a hallway down straight forward with other rooms connecting into it. You cannot see into that room, though at the end of it, it leads to what seems to be a larger opening dining area that you could also see through a glass doorway leads into what seems to be a private beach to the lake. To your right, you see a small lounge. To the left, you see what seems to be a small sort of entertainment type of area. You see piano, and a handful of stringed instruments there, and some furniture to sit upon.
Can I see if there's anything to eat in the dining area?
You wander down the hallway and enter into the dining area. No, you do not. You see a lot of very beautiful dining ware laid out upon it, though. A lot of mainly silver dining ware with encrusted lines of gold accented upon it.
Oh man.
Can I tell if these things are real?
I would say if you wish to discern the value and whether or not this stuff is real, I'd say you would not have the proper training on that. That would be something with like a jeweler's kit. Something with that type of training.
I guess I meant in terms of like
illusion.
Yeah, illusion.
Magically real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could roll an Arcana check to look upon it. But if you'd like to, do you touch any of it? Put your hands on it?
Yes, I touch the silverware.
Yeah, it's all real. Like you could touch and interact with it. Whether or not if it's actually silver, that's another question. You could always hand it off to your werewolf.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
No.
Watch out!
I take a fork and jab him in the... Alright, well, I leave the dining room and rejoin the others. Like, there's nothing to eat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
After a little bit here, a Kalistarian woman comes down these stairwells. Probably hard to actually pinpoint her age. Looking at her, she could be in her mid-20s or she could be in her 50s. It's a little difficult. The way she carries herself seems to carry with a great sense of self-importance and life experience, though she looks very youthful in the face.
Using telepathy, I'm going to ask everyone in our group, should I ask how old she is?
I'm going to say strong no, my dude. Strong.
I answer with my sign language. My mom used to beat me for asking her age.
Much like the wearings of her two acolytes, very Victorian style wear, long black raven hair, and very porcelain white skin.
Seems unhealthy.
She looks upon you guys and goes, I don't believe that I have a meeting with any of you.
No, you don't. And I will tell her that we heard of a knowledgeable arcanist in the region, and we have some questions of some magical items we have found on our adventures.
Roll a persuasion check.
With advantage.
With a wink.
As you're saying this too.
Oh, do I have advantage on that?
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You're welcome, boys. I know gates, but I don't know women.
As you're saying this as well, you get the sense that she's wearing extremely magical equipment. It's one of those things where you're training upon it. You could just feel the aura of the weave being bent around her body in a very potent way.
Hmm.
She goes, I mean, many people come to me with questions, though most of it's very divine sense. Yeah, with your divine sense, you don't get any noxious odor wafting through your nose. You hear no bells ringing in your ears, and no hollowing upon the ground.
So she's not blatantly evil.
No. No celestial fiend or what's the range? Yeah. Actually, you would get a celestial presence coming. Actually, full cover, right? It doesn't go through full cover.
Yeah, I think it has to be insight.
Yeah. So you don't get anything then.
Okay.
She goes, she continues on as you start to try and discern more about this person. She goes, many farm hands and plebeians come to me to try and gain further knowledge or ask about weird funguses that they have upon them.
Yeah, but we found a crystal that like when we break it, it emits a random element. Pretty sure that's different than a fungus.
Okay. Should have started with that, my good friend thing.
Why is there so much disrespect before guy?
I know, right? Isn't there magic fungus?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not fun guy.
Then we'll show her the crystal and
Okay.
Wait,
see
do
if
we
you
still
see
have the
anything like
crystals?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got some in the.
Okay.
We got 2.
To answer your question, Furbolg, my prowess is much higher than the average infections that ones may achieve working in the fields or the mines.
Can I see if she's racist?
Roll an insight.
I'm doing it.
It's pretty.
I'm freaking doing it.
Of course, you roll a 20 for that.
One wouldn't necessarily call her racist. She just seems to hold a disdain for anyone beneath her in class.
That's fair. Alright. I respect that.
In the
Really?
socioeconomic class.
She's elitist?
Elitist. Yeah. It's fine.
What
May I
does
see this
bourgeoisie
crystal?
mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I have it.
Yeah, well, we have one in the chest of holding. We'll just give her one of
Yeah.
them.
Okay. She goes, all right. Follow me. As she continues up the stairs, as you hand her a crystal and you see her sort of shifting it around her hands as she's walking up the stairs, guiding you up to the 3rd floor, which is an entirely open area. There's no sectioned off rooms, and it's just arcane utilization tools and some instruments. You see sigils laid across the walls. You see a variety of alchemical tools laid about, herbalist tools. There's those with the cooking and the herbalism kit. You would recognize that she does have a variety of herbs and mostly herbs sort of growing off of any support pillars that are in this section of the house. And it smells of sort of this fresh vanilla smell on this floor. Each floor sort of had this different smell to it, but sitting on this one now, it has a scent of vanilla throughout it. And see her sort of set it on one of the tables. She goes, "Where did you find something like this?"
Oh,
We found it in a cave in our adventures. Or we could, we'll start off with that.
Start off with that. It wouldn't have anything to do with the creatures attacking in the forests and mountains and lake. Yes, the lake of recent.
Yes, we have seen it in some slides. We've seen them in large aquatic creatures.
Okay. Yes.
Aggressive aquatic creatures.
I know they do like the lake quite a bit, though I don't know if they're quite aquatic. I've come across this crystal before, actually. A few months back, thought it was a spell going off out in the mountains, though I think it's something that fell from the sky. It had some issues with one of the mines that seemed to implanted itself into one of those, and it was a large crystal just similar to this.
Was it exactly the same? Similar.
Very similar. It was about then that my miners started having issues with these creatures such as this.
So you're saying that you think this fell from this is like a celestial object or something falling from the sky and affecting creatures? This is not an overall nefarious presence that you think is causing these?
It's definitely something alien to our world, and I don't believe it has anything to do with the undead moon that sits above us either.
Moon of Atropos?
I see.
Yes. It's causing a lot of issues on the western continent.
Do you know of other things that have affected by it?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Do you know of what other things have been affected by it?
No. I've seen the red creatures that you speak of, and as time has gone on, I've seen some other ones apparate as well. Different colors seem to be some form of hierarchy for them.
Have you studied or have you found a hierarchy yet?
It's all... I mean, was never quite my forte when it came to the arcane. But what I've observed is reds seem to be the lowest tier. Then I believe it's about blue after that. Then there's a green one that I've seen. And a gray one that I've seen. It seems the ones that originate with these crystals within them control other ones.
I see. So have you found any weaknesses for these? Because we've encountered 2 giant frog amphibian creatures in the past 2 days, and I don't know if you or any of your mages have discovered any inherent weaknesses due to creatures affected by the crystals.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Hit them really hard is what I've seen.
Okay. And so you just to clarify, so these crystals that we believe are falling out of the sky and they are affecting current living things and enhancing them with additional powers, or are we saying that the crystals from the sky are creating animals from themselves?
I believe they are being birthed from the crystals.
I see.
There's
initial starting,
and then I guess we will inform her about the frogs and how we found that the tadpoles did not have crystals involved, but the larger creature did, and if she would know anything about that.
I believe the ones that have the crystals within them are able to control others. And I believe that the ones they control are the ones that they birth. Infect others.
I see.
Can the crystals be in sentient beings like us?
Maybe. Probably a very dangerous thing, but if you're able to do it, the bra, and she sort of tosses the crystal that you gave her against the wall, and you see it blast with a small fire. She goes, the effects can be rather potent, I would assume. Dangerous to do, but I'm sure the experiment can be done.
Okay. Can we ask her if she has found a way, I guess? It's because she threw it up against the wall and found some fire. If you guys have known how to use the crystals for other tasks. Do you know how to refine them, turn them into conjurations or potions?
That, again, it's not really my location of expertise.
Okay. Have you heard of anyone who's been able to do? I don't know. In the magical world, I didn't know who is aware of this phenomena. If it's just you, or if there are other practitioners in the lands.
There was a lower tiered one. He was a lot weaker, much more willing to go out and do the grunt work. Adventuring type. Much like you guys. I have not seen him in a little while here. We believe there's a location further into the mountains. An old dwarvish observatory. That would have information.
Would you happen to share their name with us?
Yes, I believe. She goes looks towards one of the young girls that are sitting still in this room, being very sort of quiet. She goes, Harus, honey, do you remember his name? I really do not remember it. She goes, she's like, you did seem to have a liking towards him, and this is the bit older one. She goes, I believe it was... He was a dwarvish feller, Jadak? Yes, it was Jadak.
Can I look at the kids and see their relationship towards the Arcanist?
Yeah, roll an insight. For 13, you see a lot of respect.
And then we'll ask her we'll just tell her, like, as adventurers, do you believe there's any additional information about the crystals that we should know about that we have not explicitly asked yet?
Well, not that I could think of. Where did you find these ones?
Oh, we have found a frag. What is fragmite the right word?
For the bottom.
What? Like the thing we found, like a giant crystal full, or a cave full of crystals. It's the word for, that's a fragmite.
Oh, me? I don't know.
Not sure.
Using telepathy, I'm gonna ask the group: should we tell her exactly where it was? Because it was like 2 days east of that dead city.
Why not?
Say we can avoid it. Because we don't know what she would do with it. And she seems to know a lot about it, but we don't know what she would do with them. And
Okay.
it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
then
fine.
I'm gonna ask. What's her name? Kavash. Do you want more of the crystal?
No, if you asked me this a few weeks back, I would have said no, but given the fact that they seem to be getting worse and worse. She sort of rolls her eyes when she says this next part. For the safety of those who work underneath me, probably they might hold a secret to stopping them from killing those around here.
Can I see her honesty?
Roll that insight. 22.
Jeez.
Yeah, she's being relatively honest about it, though just not the nicest person about it.
I think we could be
Okay.
honest with her.
So you think we should tell her about the mother load?
Well, first, actually, do you know anything about any magical user summoning Fallen?
Yeah, well, yes, we have found an hideous creature, and we'll describe the creature to her, and if she knows anything about that.
Undead with points?
A monstrous creature of such. No one of a respectable nature would have created such a disgusting beast. That I know of. I don't interact with those types of arcane practitioners.
Do you know about the witch that's on the edge of the forest?
Yeah. I've communicated with it. She's one that you must be careful around, I'll say that much. She's one that does not like her deals to be broken.
Yeah, nobody likes it when their deals are broken.
And then... Are you thinking, Jake?
No.
Okay. Okay. Clearly don't want to talk about it. And then can I ask, I'll say I am a illusion wizard as well, and I am incredibly impressed by your ability to create such a large illusion to the outside world with the gate to prevent people from coming in, and you can hold this, and apparently it appears not to be a concentration spell. And ask her, as a study of the illusionist's arts, would you be able to share some knowledge about illusions that would help me?
Get that.
I'm not quite an illusionist, though I do know my way around them. I focus more on the arts of This helped me much more when I was younger than it does now, but I focus much more on the art of blade singing.
Do I know what blade singing is?
Roll a general intelligence check to see how much you know. You've definitely heard of such.
All right, boys. What do we think we're getting here on the
Guidance.
intelligence?
The guidance by tab.
A 1. I bet you're gonna roll a nat 1.
Ability check, normal. Then I get to add a +4 to it.
Yes.
1d4.
Please.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
God, I'm so good at this game.
10.
10.
We're on the board.
Blade singers are more combative casters. They focus around magically manipulating. They derive from elvish combat wizards, and they more or less are close quarter casters that are able to manipulate blades and use a they use blades, they manipulate them, they use close quarter spells usually, and are able to magically manipulate the weave around them to help protect themselves in such a close encounter combat.
Okay. So I can say like, oh, that makes sense, as I can sense an aura around you right now, a strong aura. And then I would like to ask, would you be able to share some of your knowledge with me on this matter? Or in this, I don't know, these kind of spells. Can you help a homie out? As someone who is not a strong damage dealer as an adventurer.
Guidance by tab.
She goes, as you can see, I already have 2 young acolytes, and you're seemingly on your way within your own style of magic use. Are you
He's
asking
not.
for
He's
an
not.
access to my library for spells?
Yes, that would be great.
He's looking up for a vocational change.
Yeah.
Goes. Roll the persuasion check.
With guidance
Oh,
and advantage.
and advantage. Oh boy.
If you
All
want-
right, with the advantage. God, that's
Oh, all right. With guidance. Come on, you get that 25.
Just to remember, guidance is concentration, correct?
Let me check. Guidance is, yes, it is.
All right, so you would not have the advantage because enhanceability is also concentration.
Oh, okay. Then you can delete the 1.
okay. I will keep my
21.
yeah.
With the 21, she goes, maybe if you... I will, but not right now. I do not know you. We just met and...
What if we brought you a whole bunch of crystals?
What if we did stuff for you?
Yeah.
What would be a favor?
Well, the crystals would be nice as I'm feeling more and more obligated to research into them. Double checking on that dwarvish man to see what has occurred to him would be nice. Those 2 things would be great starts, I guess.
Can you pinky promise me that you're not evil? And will not use the crystals for evil?
I mean, what do you mean by evil?
that
Yeah.
you will not use the crystals to harm people in any way because
I will not
Oh.
use the crystals to harm anyone, as I need people to work my minds.
Yeah, plus, I guess I didn't actually
work
tell
your
any of
mind.
you that I don't think
Yes.
she's evil.
I
Ah.
run the mining organization here. I use it to collect a variety of, to more or less fund my studies.
I see. What kind of what do you specifically mine if you do not mind indulging?
Hmm. These mountains are rich in iron. There's a few sections that I will not go into where they are that do have precious gemstones within them, which are very well sought after by nobles and jewelsmiths and casters alike. The lake is also filled with many things that are also very useful to jewelsmiths and casters alike.
Yeah.
Though with it becoming as dangerous as it is, well, I need to solve it.
So this crystal fell out of the sky?
As far as I could tell, yes.
Like out of a different dimension?
I saw it when I divined upon it. I saw it fall from the sky.
But it's... I mean, I guess we've already covered this, huh?
Not from
Yeah.
another dimension. That would be much more interesting if it did, though, given the nature of the world and the arcane gate.
I'd also like to ask her, as someone who came from Kythe, didn't happen to would you happen to know anything about the Phantom of the Thought?
They're a bunch of crazed cultists that wish to kill people. Wish
Okay.
to...
That's what we thought as well, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty wild. Pretty wild group.
can you tell us anything about this book? And then I show her the book. We got that
From where? I'm sorry.
from the sarcophagi room.
Okay. She starts to flip through it and goes, I don't read Abyssal.
Alright.
But you seem so cultured.
Or, I'm sorry, not Abyssal, Draconic. That's what I was writing in.
Oh yes, because I could read it, or I was able to understand it. What is the other thing? Oh, so if you are not casting the illusion spell around, I would wonder who is. Right, that's what I have inferred.
Yeah, so it's, took a little whiles of casting, and before it became permanent, it's a simple enchantment on the floor right beneath it. Well, and the walls on the edges of them. It's much... Yeah. Casted it in a single spot for a few days, made sure it was solid, made sure everything was similar, and it became permanent.
I see.
Like a teleportation circle.
Nice to know.
Can you tell us anything about this Jadag person?
Did not know much about him. He was a dwarvish caster of, I believe it was the Silverbeard clan. He came to me a little time after the crystal fell near here in the mountains, saying that a similar thing happened that hit one of their strongholds, and wished to know if I had any further information on it. I did not. Then he informed me that he was going to head towards a old observatory of the Dwarvish clan. And that was the last I heard of him.
Friend.
All right. Well,
No, not the silver beards, the silver tomes. That's what they're called.
yeah, I think we're done here. I don't know if y'all have any.
Any chance, you know where I'd be able to get a simple scorched Tandor? One of the magical ovens. Any idea where I'd be able to acquire an item like that?
She goes, describe to me the item, please.
It's kind of looks like a hard leather box with a shoulder strap about 1 foot long, like 1 foot deep, weighs about like 5 pounds. You can use a command word to like turn it into an oven, and then a stove if you want, and then back to a box. Just magical oven.
I do not know where to buy such a thing, but I could probably make such a thing, if you wish.
How much would it cost me?
500 gold pieces.
Persuasion.
All right.
Can I finger wiggle to Baznoff? It's like, can you just wager down?
Okay, maybe I can broker a deal. Okay, we are interested in oven, but we do not have enough for the 500 gold right now. Would you be happen to lower that price in any way? I noticed your student may potentially be struggling with Fireball. As someone who studied in university, I may be able to help her learn it because I took a TA course while I was at the university. And I got very high marks on Canvas for the most part.
Tibbers the way
That's my TA abilities.
Not convey any lie.
Roll a persuasion check on that.
Hey, baby, persuasion.
We've seen you cast Fireball.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I have it. Why didn't it roll? I do have advantage. God, dude, how am I so bad at rolling?
You only needed to roll 1.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Which one rolled first?
Exactly
Sadly,
the one.
the 2 rolled first.
Oh, you
So
can
it'd be the 1 and the 2.
So that gives you a 7?
So I got a 1 and a 2.
She goes,
I don't want to hear anything.
She goes, I too am a classically trained caster.
Yeah, but are you a classically trained teacher?
I would not insult this woman.
Well, she clearly misunderstood
gold, I
the
will-
question.
She goes, if you could help and get her educated on casting cantrip, that would help, as I'm quite busy. Also,
Thank you.
any other crystals that you have of that nature, if you have any more on you, I'd like them. And I will then drop the price to, say, 275 gold pieces.
Make it 250 and we got
Yeah.
a deal.
He goes, 275.
I'm
270.
good with that.
I'm sorry. We're fine with
You
275
keep
apparently.
pushing, and I'll let everyone know that you have a werewolf in town.
We don't have a werewolf in town. What are you talking about?
I can see his form.
Here's
Oh, well, he's not
Well,
a werewolf right
I
now.
will I will
That's
say
very good of you.
I am mighty impressed by that. How could you tell?
One
True
with true
sight.
sight.
Mm.
What is true sight?
Like,
Do I know what true sight is?
She looks towards you and goes, "It allows one to see into the ethereal plane, so I could see ghosts and whatnot. It allows
Oh,
one to
nice.
see through any illusions
Mm.
and the true form of creatures that are shape-changing. Though,
Interesting.
she looks towards you, I know you're a changeling, though I do not know what your true form is. I just know that you are that."
Mighty impressed. And can you see the demons in my closet?
No.
Right? That's the expression, right?
Can you see what's in our box over here?
No, that's a dimensional pocket.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we thought.
Well,
what? Since you the wolf's out of the bag, I guess. What all can you? Do you be able to tell us any more about lycanthropy and kind of?
I think I've read a book
Inner
on it
demons?
somewhere.
Do you happen to have that book here as well, so I could possibly read it?
Again,
Next
if
time.
you help me out, I will gain. You will gain access to the library.
Oh, okay, fine.
Thank you.
oh,
Oh.
We're,
And so,
Ooh, are there any other,
oh,
werewolves in either in town or around town? Somebody who might be able to help some werewolf companions for our friend?
or who may know how to potentially remove the curse, as we are scientists and trying to see if we can use it for good.
I know there's a small clan of werewolves that help out the witch in the woods. They work with her. Overall, fairly decent people, but with werewolves, and she looks just straight towards Leo when she says this. With werewolves, you can never be too careful about them. You never know when they're gonna snap and go on a rampage.
oof.
Although he's never attacked any of us, so that's pretty good.
He's also fairly
Leo-
young, that I could tell.
I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Hot diggity dog.
And then,
we have
if we're done with werewolf talk, which I don't know if you guys are,
Yeah, I got as much as I'd wanted.
okay. We heard from the gatekeeper of the town that there may be some drama. That there's potentially some drama involving an escaped thing. Is that anything we need to worry about?
I've reclaimed it, no worries. It was a homunculus that I was trying my hand at creating and it escaped.
What's a
I
homunculus?
see.
A small magically created creature that is puppeted to its master.
Was his name Fibblethip?
Why would I name it?
It's actually Fibblethip is the name of a famous homunculus from Ravnica. If you've heard of the place,
No, I'm not.
I see.
And
Don't have that expansion.
but multiverse shit is weird in this world.
I see.
Well, let's go and hang out with Jadog, and then we can go and
We need to teach this
Yep.
student how to fireball.
we're gonna do
Yeah.
that first.
Also, we should give her our crystal and
Yeah.
the
Yep.
money.
I popped down the tab.
275.
Well, we need to see if we can teach her first.
Oh, yeah. Do we have the werewolf
what-
carcass from that cave?
No, we gave him the head. We've got the monster carcass. If she wants a chopped up monster body. And the tadpoles. We've got whole tadpoles.
We already.
Well, we have to say something for Gulad or whatever his name
Oh
is.
yeah, you're right.
crystals. That's what she asked for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can go teach Fireball to a thing, and then we can take the stairs because we don't hurt to see Baznoff's actual casting ability. And then...
You can cast.
She already
it's just
handled
not
my.
accurate.
Go ahead.
Doesn't
So-
know how to aim.
That is the biggest scam you pulled this game. and then we can be on.
So we'll take the student aside, and I don't really know what to do.
I would say roll an
snare.
Arcana check.
I'll show her good poses.
Oh, you don't have advantage.
Not
Thank
bad.
goodness. You almost got that one.
I know.
Okay. So with the 23, you spend a few hours with her. You get the understanding that she does know. She has a decent understanding of the math. She's just having issues applying it.
Classic.
And after a few hours, you're able to. You're very used to using your ring, though it seems at this point with them, she's forcing these two young girls to cast out of a components pouch. Which, for you at your level, being a fourth, you're able to very quickly be like, all right, yeah, this is how you do component pouch casting again, and pick it up again. So it takes 2 to 3 hours, about 2.5 hours to get it down, show her how to mix the ingredients for Firebolt, and then how to push the arcane energy through her body into the material components and then out into a bolt of flame. And much like when you first casted it, as the material components mix upon her hand, she moves it, a small sigil of flame appears, tears open, as you remember this so closely, as a bit of the plane of fire gets pulled from its existence and shoots forth. Relatively weak firebolt, but one does cast it.
Who am I to complain about weak firebolts?
Very nice.
Round
I
of
get my
applause.
Did it.
And she does in fact hit the dummy.
Wow. You're already better than Baznoff.
It's the master.
The master.
Oh no, roll a firebolt. Attack. Let's see if she does hit it. And you miss.
There we go.
You do hit.
Oh, thank God.
You in fact do hit.
Got a real low armor class, apparently.
Armor class of 8.
Ooh, not
Oh.
bad. Did I do more damage than her?
You did 6 damage to a dummy. The dummy's probably
Yes.
gone now.
Thank
Yes.
God. All right. Well,
Sweet.
Now she's gonna start working on your oven, right?
Yep.
yeah. So we can talk to Koresh or whatever her name is.
Kabash?
Kabosh. David Koresh. Gosh darn, that guy's name keeps on showing up.
Yep, I already marked on my 275. So
Okay.
Oh, I can split that with you if you want, buddy.
it's my magic item. I'll pay for it. No worries.
Plus, he may turn evil anyways. We may just have to kill him and then take his money.
Yeah. You're a werewolf. Do you even need money?
You don't have to kill me, but
Yeah,
There is
but what's the alternative?
there is no alternative.
just I don't know, confine me in a space.
Well, that's my plan right now, is to trick your mind into making you either think that the moon is gone or put you in a cage or some crap.
Death is the greatest CC.
Yep.
Though, and actually, D&D, it's not. People could be brought back to life.
Yeah, undead.
Oh, so we can kill him and then bring him back.
Resurrected, clones. Alright, so you guys... She starts the enchantment process on your magical deployable oven. You guys have taught her eldest acolyte how to cast Firebolt. It is mid-afternoon in a new city. What are you guys doing?
What else are we doing in Gopo?
Can we buy? I guess we don't. Rations.
Do they have? Sorry, what do you need?
You cut out a lot.
Cut out there for me. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, we might need to buy rations, but then I guess we don't because we got a full-fledged chef oven.
Yeah, but ovens don't have food.
It is not yet completed. It will take a few days.
I guess we should buy rations.
As she has to figure out how to actually do the enchantment, procure the resources for the enchantment, and then create the enchantment.
Is there a library here?
Like a town library?
Roll either a perception check as you wander around the town of Gopo, or a general charisma check.
What's your perception, Qua?
+7.
As you guys
That's a pretty good one. You should be perceptive rather than me be charismatic.
As you guys either look for a town library or talk to the locals to see if there's one here.
Shit. Not good.
Are there any pizza places?
No.
Dang it.
Are there any pogos? Pogo
What's a
sticks?
pogo?
Pogo sticks?
Okay.
Is there any, like, just kind of restaurant sort of things that I'd be able to buy some recipes from?
I don't think restaurants sell recipes.
I mean, I can
I feel like that's a pretty bad.
Yeah. Usually they don't, as it's like kind of selling what they sell.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of stores there that I'd be able to...
Is there a
Purchase-
Williams Sonoma? Is that one more?
To answer a handful of these questions at once, you do not find a library, but you do find a small bookstore.
Oh. Can I find a alchemy book? Or an herbalist book?
Yeah. So the bookstore that you guys find is called the Ironbound I forgot. The Ironbound Parchment. Relatively small. There is a sort of pot-bellied gnomish man working it. Sort of bald-headed with this scraggly blondish beard coming off. Wearing relatively commoner clothes, nothing incredibly fancy. As you walk in, it's quiet and relatively empty. He goes, "Hello! Welcome to my store!"
Hi,
Howdy.
Hi.
Got any good recipes?
Recipes. Cookbooks?
Yep.
He looks really confused.
Tell Tom to watch us on Twitch.
Whore out our whore out the channel.
Yeah.
We're on Twitch right now.
We are.
I'm not going to.
Oh, he's not.
You have nothing better to do.
He goes, so
Yeah,
cookbooks. Oh.
DM.
Hmm. I do not. I don't have any cookbooks on hand, but I could probably order one.
Do you have any, do you have any herbalism books? Alchemy? Or books on how to be a person, like etiquette and stuff? Which I don't.
Book on etiquette. No, I believe that's the first time I've had that question of a book in this town. Normally they're asking for the more saucy books. Pretty lonely up here for a lot of the miners.
Like recipe books? For sausage?
What's the best smut you got?
I morally do not carry any of those books.
Oh, I thought you said they wanted something saucy.
They ask for them, I tell them no.
I see.
I don't do too well up here.
Oh my god. Sex cell.
That's double sad.
I have a lot of nonfiction books, a lot of poetry books. If you're looking for one on herbalism, it might not be the most helpful, but he sort of jumps off down the counter and you see him vanish beneath it as it's much taller than he is. And you see this small gnome sort of waddle around the shelves with a step ladder in hand. He puts one up, climbs up to one of these shelves, pulls a book. He goes, "Ah, yes, this is The Beautiful Nature of the Flowering." Nope, don't want that book. Ah, here it is. Hands it towards you and goes, "It's more of a book of poems of nature around and certain flowers and plant life and the beauty of them. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to pull something of use from there."
Thank you. How much will it?
Ooh, that would be 5 gold pieces for that book.
So no books on etiquette? And just culture?
He sort of walks around and goes, I have the etiquette of the Dragonborn. I have a book on that.
No more.
I have a book on Elvish etiquette, the horrifying actions of those of the Drow. I think that one's mostly propaganda. I have a book on the secret lives of the Arcanists. That one's more of a fiction book that covers spooky natures that those of the magical nature persuasion tend to get up to.
Can I have the book, the Arcanist book, and also the Elvish book?
Okay. And he stacks them up too. Goes, anything else?
You have any spell books?
No. Maybe? I don't know what they look like, so I might actually have one.
I described to him what a spell book looks like. I guess. I don't know.
Are they different than regular books?
And he goes, "I think I have one. Let me go and check." And you see him walk back, mumbling a bit, here rifling through a bunch of books. He goes, here it is. Brings it, sets the spell book. And he goes, "If this is truly a spell book, I would like you to purchase it before you buy it. Because I don't know how spells work. I don't know if you could just read it and then you learn it and don't buy it, so I'd much rather have the money up front."
How much you looking for, my dude? Or can I tell it's a spell book?
I would say without an Arcana check, wouldn't be able to do it just from the cover. You'd have to flip through the book, actually. You could identify it very quickly if you don't ritually identify it.
I'll identify it, I guess. We should be running.
Magic work?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would detect magic work?
No, spellbooks themselves are not magical.
Oh, alright.
Where is my identify?
If you go to cast Identify on it, you raise the pearl up.
How much is the book?
The spellbook?
Yeah.
He frankly doesn't know. He doesn't deal with spellbooks. He doesn't even understand what the spell, if there is a spell in it, what the spell may be. You
I'll give you 5 gold pieces for it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what it has on identify.
you take a minute as everyone else is having conversations with him, and you cast a spell of Identify. Definitely not a spellbook. It's you'll be able to pull that. It is not a spellbook.
Okay. All right. I tell him, sorry, my dude. I don't think this is a spell book.
He goes, "Oh, how do you know?"
I'm a wizard, and
Oh,
I'm able to know things about books, spell books.
oh. I spent a lot of money on this book. Damn it.
I can look through it and see if, as someone who, knows about magic, I went to school myself. If you give me a little bit of time, flip through some pages, I may be able to tell you what it is and potentially what it's worth. I got nothing better to do today.
I guess, as he slides it across the counter towards you.
So, do I have to do a check based on what it is?
Yeah, no, yeah, sure, Arcana check.
Sweet. Oh, thank God.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're flipping through the book, and the book comes off of probably it was some acolyte or student that wrote the book out that was trying to go much further beyond his capability and understand like 9th level, 7th, 8th, 9th level spells, and just like math is off, the symbols are off, the whole entire abstract section of it is off. You get the sense that he was trying to like to recreate like a wish spell of some sort, but just everything about it's wrong.
All right, so I'll pass the book back to our gnome friend and tell him, unfortunately, this book is a book written by an inexperienced wizard trying to describe how to do a spell. I'm sorry, but unless you grift someone, this is going to be of very little value.
Oh. All that. Damn. Well, again, thank you for your help. I very much appreciate it, kind sir.
No worries.
What is your name?
Do we start? We have our city names. I guess Magnum.
Magnum. Never heard a name like that before. Anything else I could help you guys with?
How much did you spend on that magic book?
I think it was like 20 gold pieces.
And how much are the books that I bought? So I bought the Elvish Etiquette book, the Herbalism Poetry Anthology I paid for, and then I have the Arcanist Stories of Intrigue.
For all of those books, total of, let's say, 13 gold pieces.
And that is including the Herbalism. Okay, 13 gold pieces. Well, I'm going to give you 33.
Oh, thank you. I
That
appreciate
you
it.
got stamped, sir, and I accidentally deleted my entire gold piece number. So I'm just random number. And then I subtracted maybe 40. All right. Thanks for the help.
Anything else for you guys?
can I take the magic book actually?
Sure. I
Thank
don't
you.
see why not.
Never mind.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fake magic book of summon.
It was pretty much someone trying to make like a high level spell, but they had no idea what they were doing.
All right, fake magic book of nothing.
Pretty much.
Nice.
So Qua got nothing as well.
What do you mean?
Or wait, I missed it. I don't know what you guys were talking.
No, we're done. Well, I bought the books and yeah.
Do we want to try running into a church and see if we can find out about this ill-shalied shenanigans?
Wait, are there a bunch of Kalishtar in this town as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kalishtar homeland.
Oh, well, this makes a lot of sense.
I'm down to check out. What are the two things we need to do? Oh, go back to the Crystal Cave and then go to Jadag, the dwarf caster with silver tomes. Wish observe.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Not letting me.
Or do we want to wait in this town for a few days so Zach can get his, or so Leo can get his oven?
We could go look for the crystals and Jadak while we wait for and then come back and grab the oven.
Because we had to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Let's go to Jadak first. That way we have, or whatever one's first. We'll go to that one.
Yeah, let's go to Jadag. We can stop by the.
As you guys prepare, buy a handful of supplies because the Dwarvish observatory, let's say we kind of skipped over this, but she would have informed you that the Dwarvish observatory is up top within this mountain range here, known as the mountain wall. It'd be a dangerous travels to get to the top of it, very cold environment, and lacking of food. There'd probably be a variety of dangers such as scaling cliffs, blizzards, and snowbound, cold-bound monsters in the region.
Can I buy a? Is there a place to buy parkas?
Yeah, there would be places that deal in nothing incredibly fancy here. It would be heavy furs and fur coats to stay warm for anyone who's traveling deep into the mountain range.
Is there a Sherpa community?
In this town, no. Not many people head into the mountains from this city, particularly. A lot of people go into... Go to... Pulling up the map. A lot of people head to another city, travel through an underground mountain pass into a valley, and head into the mountains from there.
Okay, well, I don't know. We could try going to that town and seeing if they sell stuff for Sherpas and stuff, so that way we kind of know what we're getting into more. Buy adequate supplies there.
Okay.
Wait, we're going into the mountain?
All right.
Yeah, nothing. We got nothing better to do. We're waiting for an oven.
Yeah. Well, so we could go through, get the crystals, come back, get my oven. Once we get that, I could. There's something that I can make that gives us the ability to ignore the effects of cold weather for a little bit.
I
Oh
can
my God.
ignore the effects of cold.
For
during
8
the-
hours.
For how much? 24 hours?
For 8 hours at a time. It would be 8 hours, stop. Or, like,
Then you recook or whatever.
yeah. I don't know how long it takes. I can say it's taking a little bit of time.
Well,
So-
we can bottle it, right? We bought vials from the dude, from our boy.
It's some ribs.
Oh,
we-
ribs.
Sounds good.
I will inform you that the Crystal Cave would be a much shorter travel pace than
Okay, let's
heading
go.
to the observatory. The observatory would probably take weeks.
Oh,
get
all
to
right.
Let's
Then,
go to the Crystal Cave.
Let's do what Leo had said. Go to the caves, come back for 7.
Yeah. Also, I have cold resistance, guys, so cold doesn't damage me.
Yeah.
I think
Cold never bothered me anyway.
Well,
You head north and get. Are you guys gonna buy any supplies?
yes, we
Okay.
buy rations.
Buy
and
some
we
rations.
lots of-
I can't get into the forge.
I have a ton of rations.
I have one left.
Even you your rations? I have
I think
like
so. I feel like a lot of the days where it's like we found stuff. I don't know.
Well, that's just recently because I ran out of rations.
Um,
Yeah.
I need to buy rations.
yeah, if I can buy rations, I can't do anything on forge. It's not letting me click into.
Well, I can buy your rations, and then I can just come to you.
What's the value of rations again?
5 silver piece per, I believe. I believe it's actually
5
cheaper.
pieces per. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy. Is 100 too much?
Yeah, it's 5 silver piece for a day of rations.
5.
Okay, and 10 silver per 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay, I'll buy some. Guess I've been
Damn.
forgetting. I
I'm
feel like
like,
we haven't done that many. Because we ate at the whatever place at the brothel.
Mm-hmm.
but before that, when we were going, like, traveling through the area,
But didn't we buy rations? I thought we refueled up at one point.
we could not get rations at the brothel. We did not get rations.
Yeah,
Or that
usually
we-
it's just like a general store that sells the rations.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Baznoff starved to death. Or let's buy the rations.
I feel like
yes.
Yeah.
Let's go buy.
Buy 10 rations.
Same
Alright.
here.
Mark down the gold pieces, add the items to you. And
Okay.
as you guys are doing that, and head north into the forest to track back down the crystal cave to claim whatever you can to return to Kavash. We'll end the session here.
Oh, nice.
For those of you on the stream, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry we were having some weird technical issues and it was probably lagging most of the time. Seems to have fixed itself at some point though. And I will see you guys next week.